Prince William breaks his silence on Harry? Could the olive branch be real? Sue Smith's got a theory. Welcome to Popcorn Palace. I am Andy Signor, and I'm back with Sue Smith. How you been, Sue?
I'm great, Andy. How are you?
Always a pleasure when you're here. Love having our conversations. And I was going to report on this, which I know other people have reported on. This Prince William breaking his silence, guys. Remembering his memory with Harry. Look, let's play this clip quickly just so we can get a sense. I don't see this as an olive branch personally. To me, this whole thing's kind of silly. Sorry, here it is. Because he's referring to a photo here, and clearly when you talk about these old stories, to not mention Harry would be even worse than to mention Harry. I think he's just remembering the past in this situation, but here it is.
My mother took me to the passage. She took Harry and I both there. I must have been about 11, I think, probably at the time, maybe 10. I'd never been to anything like that before, and I was a bit anxious as to what to expect. My mother went about her usual.
That's pretty much it, right? Then he just talks about how it was nice to do help the homeless and all this stuff. But yeah, because he mentioned Harry's name, ooh, an olive branch, it's all there. No, I don't buy that. I think he's telling a story of his life, and Harry's part of his life. He's not going to completely erase him from the memory of it. So I saw a lot of articles jumping on this sort of, oh, the finally, and a lot of theories as well that this could finally be. I'm trying to get this headline. Breaks silence in rare tribute as Charles is set for a tribute to Harry. Come on, this is nonsense. This is just a memory, which he's doing in this piece, a two-part piece, which we'll break down further. But Sue, I want to go to you because using this as a storyline, you have your own theory. You think that, yes, there are marriage troubles. Things are happening clearly bad between Harry and Meghan, but you suspect Harry is cozying more up to the royals than others believe. Is that true?
Well, nobody's seen Harry it was either 83 or 85 days now since we've seen Harry and Meghan together. 80 some odd days, 3 months, over almost 3 months since we've seen them in the same place. As a matter of fact, nobody has spotted Harry since he got done at Sentebale, and he said he was extending his trip to go to Cape Town to meet up with probably, I'm guessing, his uncle. The Spencers have a house there, his cousins are there. The fact that all these articles are coming out now and they have this tone to them, pro Harry, anti Meghan. Harry's interested in philanthropy work. Meghan's interested in being a star. He's trying to outshine her. She's trying to outshine him. This is not boding well. I feel like he's hammering things out right now with an attorney, with the royal family. I want to come back without Meghan. What about the kids? What can we expect, for a custody battle? Personally, I don't think he stands a chance in hell because he was stupid enough to admit to current usage of, marijuana, cocaine, magic mushrooms, and severe mental health issues. So I don't think he stands a rat's patootie of getting custody, but I feel like he's trying to get out. I feel like you see, and I do discuss this in a video that I've got coming out soon. She is so controlling. She's always got her hands on him. She's always directing him like he doesn't know what to do. And she's been doing that to him since before the wedding. At some point, you have to throw your hands up and go, okay, I'm done with this. Maybe my old life really wasn't that bad. I lived in a nice house. I had my family. I had free security. I was getting millions from my dad. Life was good.
I've said that forever. How do you give all that up? Yeah, I'm with you. I don't doubt the problems here, but what I do doubt, I don't see how this rift goes away easily. And I don't think it will. Well, I don't think Harry's just going to quickly apologize. He's made it clear how stubborn he is on this whole thing. And do I believe Charles is more open to him? Absolutely. It's his father. Mm-hmm. I think Charles is like, whatever, boys, get along. It is what it is. But I do believe this rift is deep, and it's good to see at least William not erase him from the past and at least mention him in photos. It is a good sign, but that doesn't mean he's going to, open his arms to him now. But I guess that's if he's cozying up behind the scenes more than you think, than others think, how does he cozy up to his brother? Like, how is he going to get back in his brother's good graces? If a divorce and actually happens, do you think that's more likely?
Well, I think it's a question of building trust. Everybody's talking about this house in Portugal. Portugal would be very close to the UK, just a few hours drive. If they're going to separate, that would be a good place for Harry to go. He'd be just, 3 hours from the UK and, however many hours to the United States. I think this marriage is not going well. I think, somebody said something to me earlier today. Do you remember Will Smith and his wife?
Mm-hmm.
And everybody thought they were so happy. And the truth is they'd been separated for like 10 years. I mean,
it's common in Hollywood. It's true. It's about protecting the brand, right? And their brand they've thought has been stronger. But as I've discussed in the videos here too, it's interesting to see them sort of separate and do their own brands now more specifically, which one could argue, Sue, is a good move because you're, reprioritizing and you have multiple workers doing multiple press pieces and trying to get yourself out there. Technically, that's actually better than forcing them both to go to every event. Now they can do 2 events. You know what I mean? Do you see potentially that maybe that is what's actually happening and it's not as bad as people suspect?
This whole rebranding thing really irritates me because if you are your authentic self, then you don't need to keep rebranding and trying to tell people who you are. Just be yourself.
Yeah.
And you don't need to be rebranded. The problem is her track history of abusing, and then losing people after they're gone. It's just so long that people pretty much know what's going on here. I mean, she dumped her first husband. She dumped her chef boyfriend. She dumped her dad. She's dumped her siblings. She's dumped both sides of the family, white and black. She's dumped friends. Jessica Mulroney. Sophie Trudeau is distancing herself. There's some rumors now.
Her childhood friends. Yep.
She has friends. She really doesn't. She has people she uses. And as soon as she's gotten everything from them, she doesn't need them anymore. They're gone.
Yeah, that's the question of is he finally wising up to that? I mean, I know we're all speculating that. It's easy to speculate that, and I don't doubt it. It's a possibility. I do think at the same time with her show launching and his show launching, the timing doesn't make sense. Like you don't put them in the lurch like that right now. You go through it and see how it goes, and then you reevaluate.
The thing is, don't forget their Netflix contract is less than a year and it's gone unless they renew. Netflix is never going to renew that contract because it's just like the Spotify. They thought they were getting Harry and Meghan and instead they just got Meghan. And then you got the Netflix.
100%. The contract's about to end and no doubt, but these 2 bozos, I'm sure, are thinking they're about to salvage the contract with the 2 new shows coming. You know what I mean? I think they're that delusional that Meghan thinks her new cooking show is going to save the day when you and I know it's not going to save the day.
You mean the new cooking show that doesn't even have a title and doesn't have a CEO and can't get a trademark through? You mean that cooking show? I mean,
Netflix is not going to sit out. They're going to put it out. Win or fail, Netflix is going to put it out. And that's going to be, to me, that's the moment where the shit will really hit the fan because she'll see she really can't do anything without him parading her around to these countries and these tours, right? I really do think she's going to realize her worth is not as much as she thinks. Because what is she? She's done nothing but ride next to him all these years and starting a show that only got popular, later. She has not done any more acting. She's in trouble. He I think can always sort of bounce back, even with the brother, his brother hating him. I do think Harry will always retain some sort of, oh, I miss Diana. I love, you know what I mean? There's still always going to be something to connect for people to connect to Harry. But I do think once Meghan proves that she can't even make a good podcast or a cooking show or anything successful, don't you think she's not going to let a divorce happen?
She's just, and now I saw online where Lemonada was up for sale. Like she's not even doing anything with them. Like it's a joke. This man has given up his country, his family. He's given up his home. He's given up everything. What did she give up? She was written off her show already. She had a rental car. She had a rental house. He gave her everything.
She gave up a dog.
She gave up her dog. That's true too.
She'll victimize that, Sue. He made me get rid of that dog. Mark my words.
Oh my God. They are saying that if things don't go well, that she's going to say that somehow the marriage failing is his fault. I think most people would know better than that. It seems like the whole world can see what's going on. The only person who can't seem to see it is Harry.
Well, stay tuned on that theory. I've not covered the divorce a lot because, as you know, behind the scenes, I've been working on something way more vast with experts breaking it all down, and I'm very excited because we're getting close. We're getting close, folks. So stay tuned. More on that coming, but we are, hard to avoid. The timing couldn't be better for my project, Sue. So fingers crossed. But I appreciate you coming, as always. Bring your theories. What do you guys think? Make sure you go support and subscribe to Sue Smith. She's always so lovely to us here. We appreciate her. Go give her a follow if you haven't already, and subscribe here as well. You can hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for all alerts, and smash that like button. And I look forward to hearing your thoughts in the videos down below. We got a lot more coming for you. Stay tuned. You won't want to miss it.